with new information on his arrest.
West Melbourne police say that they assisted ATF in arresting Rinderknecht yesterday during a traffic stop after he left his home in the Sawgrass Lakes community. The 29-year-old does not have a criminal history here in Brevard County. While going through court records, we only found 2 speeding tickets. We spoke with neighbors in the area who say that they didn't really know the family too well and that they mostly kept to themselves. West Melbourne police couldn't give us any additional details beyond the traffic stop and assisting with the arrest. Covering Brevard County in West Melbourne, Megan Moriarty, West 2 News.
And West 2 was the first local news station to alert you of Jonathan Rinderknecht's arrest today at noon. Download the free West 2 News mobile app and turn on alerts to get breaking updates right in the palm of your hand. And we're following some breaking news just in at 6. Publix says it will allow customers to open carry guns in stores. This decision comes after the state's open carry ban was ruled unconstitutional by a federal court. The store chain releasing this statement to us moments ago, saying in part, treating customers with dignity and respect is a founding belief at Publix. In any instance where a customer creates a threatening, erratic, or dangerous shopping experience, whether they are openly carrying a firearm or not, we will engage local law enforcement to protect our customers and associates. Now, West 2 has reached out to other store chains. Both Walmart and Target say they are requesting customers not bring guns into their stores here in Florida.
All right, here with First Warning meteorologist Cam Tran talking Jerry. Still a tropical storm, may turn into a hurricane at some point, but it's so far steering clear, well clear of our coast.
That's right. That's because it's expected to curve away from the east coast of the United States. No landfall there, but it is still expected to bring some impacts to the northern Leeward Islands, though. Tropical storm Jerry right now really struggling in intensity because it's interacting with quite a bit of dry air and wind shear on its western side. So with the 5 o'clock advisory that came down, there weren't really any significant changes in the path or really its structure at the moment. Winds of 60 miles per hour, pressure still at 1,000 millibars. And as you take a look at the latest satellite imagery, the low level center of circulation is where that tropical storm icon is, but the thunderstorms are all on the eastern side. So it's a very lopsided system. It is expected to get better organized, but very gradually over the next several days. It will become a Category 1 hurricane by Friday afternoon and evening as it's well north of the Leeward Islands. Expect to bring some heavy rain there, though. You can see it starts to move farther north as we go into the weekend and then curves off to the east northeast away from the east coast of the United States. So again, no impacts here locally as Jerry really is struggling with intensity, even though it is moving over extremely warm waters of the Atlantic. And you can see as we take a look at the computer spaghetti plot models, again, agreement this is going to curve away from the east coast of the United States. Big changes on the way in our local weather forecast, including a fall front that's going to bring increasing rain and very windy conditions. I'll talk more about that coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Now to a live look at New Smyrna Beach tonight. More than a week of rough surf has eaten away at the coast. You can see the waves reaching far up the beach right now. We've lost several feet of newly built sand dunes already, and every high tide this week, combined of course with the rough surf, well, it continues to pull more and more sand away.
It does. West 2 Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe tells us why the county says not to worry.
This summer, just south of the Sunglow Pier in Daytona Beach Shores, the county started to rebuild the dunes lost during Hurricanes Ian and Nicole.
We were really excited. We were hoping it was going to protect the seawall, and it still has done that. It's just disappearing every day.
The work is still ongoing, and in just a couple of days, the higher than normal tides and indirect impacts from tropical systems continues to wash more away.
Mother Nature does its course, you know.
Residents concerned to see this, but many who live here say if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be protecting the seawall.
But I think it is doing its purpose. It's preventing it from getting closer, but absolutely would do more damage. Yeah.
In an email, a county spokesperson confirms this, saying the recently placed sand has performed as expected during recent tidal events, effectively preventing waves from reaching the seawalls. The county adds most of the sand has shifted. It's moved to the near shore where it continues to provide a buffer from wave impact to upland structures and infrastructure. Brown just hoping the county comes out here soon because people keep climbing the dunes.
Like now, it's a reliability right now. They got to smooth it out, you know. They have to smooth it out because it's a liability, you know. Somebody falls off the side of that, you're going to get hurt, you know.
Covering Volusia County, Pamela Combe, West 2 News.
A school custodian is accused of having hundreds of pictures and videos of child pornography. Police say a tip sent in back in August led detectives to more than 200 images and videos of child sexual abuse on Mark Hardin's devices. The Osceola County School District says he resigned from his job yesterday. The school district says Hardin was hired in 2009 and has worked as a custodian at Zenith Accelerated Learning Academy in Kissimmee. St. Cloud's police chief says this case is not only disturbing, but points out that it is still ongoing.
Here's a person who clearly penetrated into our school districts, right? So not only is he doing this thing at home, but now you also have somebody that's in a school district that's working inside of a school.
Hardin is now facing 12 felony counts. St. Cloud police say they are still investigating and they want anyone who believes their child may be a victim to contact them right away.
We have new calls from the night. Kevin Rodriguez Zavala died after riding Stardust Racers at Universal Epic Universe, and they're revealing more information about his injuries.
I have a guest on our ride vehicle. It was called in as a head laceration, heavy bleeding. Based on what I can see on video, they do not look to be responsive, and the attractions team members have connected the AED. It doesn't look like they've done any shock yet.
The call matches up with the Orange County Fire Rescue report stating team members performed a CPR on Zavala and used a defibrillator. The medical examiner says the 32-year-old died from multiple blunt impact injuries. Universal Orlando's president said team members followed procedures.
All right, an HOA and a 5-year-old boy colliding into controversy.
And it all revolves around the simple Magnolia tree. You've heard of people complaining about their HOA rules before. See what's making this case, though, go viral. Next.
All right, new at 6, we all know it's not unusual for homeowners to get into disputes with their homeowners association. You know, your house can't be painted a certain color, or you can't have a statue of a bunny rabbit in front of your house.
But one of these disputes is now going viral. As West News' Michelle Meredith reports, it all centers around a 5-year-old swinging on a tree.
How could a simple magnolia tree, a homeowners association, and a 5-year-old kid create a controversy so hot it set the social media world ablaze, questioning the fairness of it all?
Whoever opens the door, so you give the flower to, okay?
Started earlier this year when Ariel Barner, a single mom of 5, bought a house in the River Chase subdivision in Orlando.
Now, the controversial magnolia tree is right in front of the subdivision, and right down the sidewalk is where the school bus picks up the kids, and the kids hang out here.
And that's the tree 5-year-old Owen likes to swing on. Ariel gave us a demo of her son's technique, says he's all boy.
What kind of things does he like?
My porch is full of monster trucks, dirt buckets, shovels.
But according to the Homeowners Association, what seems like child's play is breaking HOA rules. Ariel says without talking to her, the association sent her a certified letter ordering the child to stop and for her to pay close to $400 in attorney's fees. Ariel is as outraged as she is hurt.
So we moved here to feel safe, to feel whole, to be a part of something. So to know that it's kind of, I don't want to say been stripped away, but I'd be lying to say that if I didn't feel intimidated being here or small.
The HOA's attorney says they did talk to Ariel before they sent the letter and sent it for a reason.
Really, the concern is safety. They're afraid that, those branches, to me, they don't appear that sturdy. I don't know, but, that's what they were afraid of. The child becoming, injured.
A content creator by trade, Ariel took her son's story to social media, where it stirred up a lot of emotion, support, even financial help.
Me growing up, neighbors used to step in and say, hey, I'm going to tell your mom. There used to be love and support in a neighborhood.
And there's hope on both sides that with a conversation, the neighborhood can, like the magnolia tree, grow love and support again. Covering Orange County in Orlando, Michelle Meredith, West 2 News.